If you're one of the over 30% of Americans who have considered building their own home, you might have been deterred when you looked into the cost of land. While the average cost of an acre of land in the U.S. is about $12,000, that figure can soar to about $93,000 in states like Rhode Island. However, did you know that some states are actually giving out land for free? You heard that right. Number 1. Kansas. There are several programs in Kansas that started around 2019 that offer free land to people who move there. The two programs that have received the most attention are through the towns of Mankato and Lincoln, though there are other programs located in Marquette, Plainville, Osborne, and Wilson as well. The reason for these programs is fairly simple. The towns are looking for people to move there primarily to help offset declining populations, and in return, they're not only offering free land, these programs also promote the appeal of rural living and the more affordable lifestyle that goes along with it. The specifics of these programs vary depending on the town in Lincoln. For example, you need to agree to build a home on the land that meets certain requirements, such as being a minimum of 1,300 square feet for a one-story house or 900 square feet for a two-story house, and have a two-car garage, among other things. Additionally, you must submit an application with your suggested plans on it and a statement of income. If you decide to move forward with this, I bet you're wondering what life in Kansas will be like. Well, if you move to Lincoln, you'll find yourself among a population of about 2,900 people. You'll also need to provide either a loan pre-approval letter or a deposit that ranges from $1,000 to $2,900, depending on the size of the lot. However, the city will refund this deposit once you've completed construction. Mankato is a true small town where most residents spend their time outdoors exploring, though the town's historic downtown is also a major draw. Because of its small population, which is under 1,000, the area is known for being a good place to raise a family. The additional cities I mentioned with programs Marquette, Plainville like Lincoln and Mankato, Osborne and Wilson range in population from 600 in Marquette to 1,760 in Plainville. Residents of these towns typically love outdoor activities like hiking and fishing, and the locales are renowned for being quite hospitable. Number 2. New York. Unfortunately, you won't be able to receive a Manhattan plot of property worth millions of dollars for free, but you might be able to get land a little further out. A vacant lot next to your current home, a vacant lot intended for new construction, or a lot with an existing structure on it that is intended for rehabilitation are the 3 different types of lots that are available to those who meet the financial eligibility requirements under Buffalo's Urban Homestead Program, which is located upstate. If you choose to relocate here, you'll find yourself in a scenic mid-sized metropolis of just around 277,000 people. Because it is situated beside Lake Erie and has 4 extremely different seasons, yes, the summers are warm here, but the winters can bring some of the heaviest snowfall in the nation. I'm not kidding. According to a recent ranking, Buffalo receives an average of 95.4 inches of snow per year. But weather aside, life can be good. For instance, the cost of living is thought to be about 5% lower than the national average, and U.S. News and World Report recently named Buffalo one of the best places to live in the country. Number 3. Nebraska. While the entire state of Nebraska isn't giving away free land, the town of Elwood has a program known as the Homeownership Program that requires those who are accepted to start building a house within a year of receiving the land and finish it within 2 years. If you're having trouble raising the money for construction, the town is also offering a 10% reimbursement of the cost. Though this is capped at $25,000, Elwood has a population of roughly 680 people and is known for having a low cost of living. The locals here enjoy outdoor activities like fishing, camping, and exploring. A nearby reservoir, the South Central Nebraskan community of Curtis, is another place in Nebraska that is giving away free property. The population of Curtis is just over 800. This program, which offers free land for commercial, industrial, or residential use like Elwood, is much more flexible than some of the others on the list. Golfing, hunting, fishing, and hiking are just a few of the outdoor activities available in Curtis. The town is ideal for families because of the public schools' stellar reputation and smaller class sizes that promote more one-on-one interaction. Number 4, Iowa. Several places in Iowa are offering free land, but two in particular stand out: Marne and Manila. Marne, which is between Omaha and Des Moines, is offering free lots to people who agree to build homes on them in an effort to replace the area's old, dilapidated structures with new ones. If you move to Marne, you'll be in a small town with only 107 residents, according to the most recent census count. The house you build must be at least 1,200 square feet and must be finished within 18 months. Finally, the area is known as a good place to raise a family, and like many of the other places on this list, people enjoy engaging in outdoor activities. The other town in Iowa that's offering up free land is Manila through its program called Sunrise Edition, although some estimates suggest it may have increased in size since then. Regardless, because of its small population, you can probably imagine that you'll get to know pretty much everyone in the town if you live here. This second phase is awarding 15 lots in addition to other benefits, which is very big for a town with a population of 758 people. If you're a first-time homeowner, these include a 5-year property tax exemption and down payment help. There are also paved street access and utilities on site with no connection fees. What's life like here? Like I indicated, the popular is 758 people. So if this is of interest to you, you might want to act fast. I will note that as of recently, it seems that there are only a few lots available, so if this is so, you might want to act fast. The community takes pride in its small town atmosphere, close-knit community, and low cost of living. There are also 4 parks nearby. While the town itself may be small, it doesn't mean that it lacks access to amenities. In fact, there are 3 hospitals within 20 miles of Manila, one of which provides free transportation to and from it. They are also currently building a new recreation center. Number 5, Colorado. You won't be able to obtain your own mountaintop in Aspen through Colorado's free land program, but you might be able to obtain a plot of land in the town of Flagler. A few years ago, the town of Flagler acquired 3 water wells along with the wells, but the town also received about 480 acres of land as a result. Now, Flagler is making use of this land by giving it away to business owners who moved to the area and started or relocated their operations there, to where the town's residents can vote on the idea. And if everything goes well, you'll be approved. I should point out that since the land is unimproved, and you'll be in charge of things like utility build-outs, if you do receive land, you could have to spend more on building it than other sites listed here. If you decide to move your company here, you'll be situated around 110 miles east of Denver in a sizable ranching and farming village with roughly 650 residents, as you might anticipate given that population size. Despite the fact that Flagler is a rather rural area, the locals are noted for being quite warm and close-knit. Number 6, Minnesota. When I say that the town is small, I mean it. In fact, the population here is only a little over 500 people, which is part of the reason why the town is offering the program in the first place. Like the other states on our list, Minnesota as a whole isn't giving away free land, but one town, the town of Claremont, itself is small, but it has the advantage of being within close proximity to the amenities that are offered in Minneapolis, as it's only about an hour drive away. Claremont's free land program is attempting to reverse this, which leads me to the eligibility standards for the land. To qualify for the land, a household of 3 or more must make less than $129,000 a year. Only 9 working families will receive land as part of the program. And if you are selected, you must also complete 8 hours of homeowner education before receiving the deed. Once you're settled, you can take advantage of Claremont's abundant natural beauty and outdoor recreation opportunities. Additionally, you may stroll around the charming downtown, which is home to many independent stores and eateries.